The Dragon Who Needed a Drink. Our story for letter D. A brave 12-year-old girl named Dina lived in a village that had been battling drought for decades. There was a snowy mountain close by, but not a drop of water ever melted to fill their ponds. Even when it rained, the soil dried up immediately after. One day, Dina was playing in the street with other children when they overheard the elders. "We need to send someone to the mountain to talk to the dragon." "Dragon? What dragon?" her brother asked. "Shh," the others reacted. "It's too dangerous," an elder protested. "Danger or not, remember the time when there was a forest outside the village? My grandfather's fields could grow not one, but 2 or 3 crops every year," the elder replied. Dina imagined greenery all around. It was paradise. "The dragon owns the lake. We cannot compel him to share water when our grandfathers refused to let him drink from our ponds decades ago. He's outlived the people who wronged him. Maybe he will negotiate with us. The lake on the mountain is our only hope." Later, the children talked amongst themselves. "There is a dragon living on the mountain," Dina's brother Rehan said in amazement. "A dangerous dragon that I would stay away from," their friend warned. "But somebody has to talk to the dragon," Dina muttered, an idea forming in her mind. "Dina, Rehan, go help your father in the field. We need to be ready for rain, if it ever comes," her mother yelled, stepping out of their hut. That afternoon, as she tilled dry, hard ground, she kept looking at the mountain. Some clouds forming in the distance brought a smile to her face. It may really rain tonight, she thought. "Those are not clouds. That is dark, smoky dragon breath," Rehan whispered. Rehan's mind was always filled with monsters and dragons, but maybe this time he was right. The few dark clouds around the snowy mountain never rained down on their village. Dina lay under the stars that night and hoped for rain. Alas, there was not a drop of water the sky could spare. Next morning, she went up to the elders and confidently announced, "I volunteer to go talk to the dragon." "You are just a child," they countered. "I bet I'm the only one willing. Go ahead and ask around. I'll wait." They did, but no one volunteered. The elders agreed, but her parents were not so sure. The whole village pleaded with them for 2 whole days. In the end, they decided to trust that their little girl was up to the task. She hiked up the mountain and saw a big, imposing fortress. A huge dragon was coiled around it, asleep. She could not see the lake the elders talked about. What was in the fort, she wondered. She gingerly climbed up the dragon's scaly body and peeked into the fortress. Wow! Here was the glistening lake full of water. The drought hadn't affected this lake. She gasped and shrieked in delight. The dragon twitched a little, but Dina did not notice, too preoccupied with her discovery. "Look at this water. This lake can help the entire country," Dina screamed in sheer joy. This woke the dragon from his deep slumber. He roared in anger, spewing fire out of his mouth at the wall. Scared, Dina jumped into the lake. For a moment, the water was cool and refreshing, but she did not know how to swim. She felt herself going deeper into the lake struggling to breathe. Just then, she got plucked out of the water and put on dry ground. She lay there sputtering water out of her mouth as the dragon roared, "Stupid girl, get out of!" A loud thundering sound interrupted him. Was it the sound of thunder? She opened her eyes. The sky was as blue as it could be. There was that sound again. It was the dragon's cough. Each time he coughed, fire erupted out of his mouth, scorching the earth around his feet and further. The smoke went up into the sky to form little grey clouds. The dragon struggled, trying to get his head into the lake. He was trying to drink water. As he tried to lap up water, not much was going in. He coughed, then drank and coughed again. The more water he drank, the less fire came out of his mouth. "Oh, he needs water," she whispered to herself. As the dragon struggled, Tina's heart melted. She needed a solution that could help her village and the dragon. As the sun began to set in the sky, an idea sparked in Dina's mind. She called out loudly, "Oh, mighty dragon, I have an answer to your troubles." The dragon's head lifted. "You cannot begin to fathom my troubles, girl," he said as sparks escaped his throat. "I know why you need and guard the water." "Then leave." The dragon picked her up and put her on the wall. "But I can help." "How?" "Let us build a stream out of this lake." "Never. Villagers are selfish," he thundered. "Says the dragon who built a fort around a lake," Dina retorted. The dragon pouted a little. "We are in the middle of a drought," Dina pleaded. "I am sorry about that. I cannot seem to control my fire," the dragon said, ashamed. As she looked at the land from up here, Dina finally understood. "You are causing the drought. Your fire scorches the earth and makes the land dry. That's why I need the water. What if I let you build a stream and you take it all again? But you don't need a lake. What you need is a waterfall." "What is that?" "It's hard for you to drink from the lake. You need easy access. When a stream flows out of this lake down the mountain, we can cut a cliff into the side of the mountain. So when you are under it, water can fall right into your mouth. You will be able to drink more easily." The dragon had never heard of such a thing. He did not want to trust Dina, but also needed to end his struggle. So he agreed. When she told the villagers about what happened on the mountain, they agreed to help the dragon. They realized that by not sharing, their ancestors had doomed them to this drought. They dug a canal from the lake to their village. Water flowed down the mountain and into their land. Over time, their land became green, crops grew, and the people were happy. The dragon got his waterfall. He lived in a cool cave near it and did not cough as much. Over the years, the stream became a river and provided water to a lot of lands throughout the country. Dina and the dragon became the best of friends.
Please subscribe for more music and videos.